Hey guys, Dr. Pete again from Precision in Movement. So today's focus is on ACL injuries and the rehab after the surgery. So we get a lot of questions about what to work on initially. Sometimes the doctors give you an explicit list of things to do. Sometimes they send you home and they wish you good luck. So this video is mainly for those that need some form of direction. Number one is, of course, go see a physical therapist. They will break down and analyze what's going on, look at your range of motion, look at your strength, look at the way you're moving, and from there, they'll develop a specific plan for you. But for those that are in the interim as far as what things to do and they're quite unsure about what to do, these are some simple exercises that you can do at home, okay? So the number one goal with any kind of ACL injury is to gain full knee extension. So what does full knee extension mean? So if you look at the knee, extension is just the straightening of the knee right here, right? So if you don't mind, straighten out your knee. Good. So full knee extension means the back of your knee is flat on the table, okay? So that's what you want. So of course, after surgery, you're gonna have some swelling right around the knee. Your quads are gonna be shut off, so they're not really gonna feel like they're working. So the number one exercise that we would recommend is literally just squeezing your quad. Just do your best. It may not feel like you're doing anything, but just try to flatten out the back of your knee into the table, okay? So typically we recommend possibly 1 minute holds. Just get your brain connected all the way to these muscles here and just try to smash the back of your knee flat on the table like so. Eventually what you'll see is, go ahead and keep pressing, what you'll see is the heel will come off the table. So that's when you know that you've achieved full knee extension, okay? Great, so that's number one. Number two after surgery is obviously you need knee flexion. So knee flexion is the opposite motion. So this is knee flexion, right about here. So again, depending on what type of surgery, ACL surgery you had, whether it was just an isolated ACL or you had some meniscus repair in the knee, the protocols will be a little bit different early on. But generally speaking, if you need knee flexion, this is a great exercise to try, okay? So when you have your legs straight, try now to just slide your heel back towards your hips. So slide it back like so, perfect. And then just slowly kick it out as well. All right, let's go again. So bend the knee, good, and back out. So typically, 4 weeks after your surgery, you should have close to full range of motion. You should have almost full knee flexion. Again, if your ACL was just ACL surgery was just the ACL that was done, and you should have almost full knee extension like so, okay? So those are the two things to focus on. The last thing we would recommend to focus on are your glute muscles. So your glute muscles are muscles here at the hip. And what they do is they actually control your thigh bone right here. So if your glutes aren't working, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be putting a little bit more stress down at the knee, which might delay the healing process right here. And eventually, as we'll talk about in the later videos, it actually will increase your chance for re-injury if your glutes aren't strong. So let's show Celise some basic exercises for her glutes. So I'm gonna flatten out this table. All right, you're gonna lay on your right side facing me. Perfect. So you can grab these bands from any store and use them as resistance. So let's put this around her knees, like so. Obviously early on, you're gonna have incisions, you might have some scars that are sensitive, so try to put it away from that. So again, the first step is just to get the glutes to fire up, okay? So the hips are stacked on top of each other, the core muscles are engaged, your feet stay together, and the amount of bending, just keep it at a natural bend. And your job is just to try to stretch the band away, the knees away from each other, and just hold that position there. Same thing with the quad exercise before. Get your brain really connected to the glute muscles. So for this one, she's working on her left glute right here. And obviously you can do it on both sides. Again, try to hold it for 1 minute. Get your brain really connected to these muscles. And you can do 3 to 5 sets almost every day. All right, and go and relax. Cool, great. So again, these three things to think about are for the early phase of rehab. It probably is within the first month or the second month of your ACL rehab. So you should be focusing on the range of motion, getting the knee straight. You should be focusing on getting the knee to bend, and you should also continue to strengthen the quads while also strengthening the glute muscles. All right, stay tuned for other videos.